Hello folks, welcome to Lexia Academy. We'll be discussing a current affair video presented to you by your faculty, Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? China promises support to Bangladesh interim government. Now in this video we will be seeing as to why is it a news, what is the relevance of this news to your UPSC, that is your GS paper 2. We will see the relationship of your India, Bangladesh, China, Bangladesh, and how one getting closer to another is affecting the other. And also we will see about the interim government of your Bangladesh. Alright, let's get the video started. Look at this. Beijing's extension of a helping hand to the Yunus-led interim government comes at a time when Delhi-Dhaka relationships are acrimonious. We will be discussing what is that sort of help and why is this affecting India's position. So you all know by now what is happening in Bangladesh. The former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, was ousted by your student-led protest. Now Sheikh Hasina is in India, New Delhi. Now, after the ousting of the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, presently Bangladesh is run by an interim government, which is headed by Mohammad Yunus, Nobel Prize winner on your microeconomics. So what happened was a foreign affairs advisor, Tawhid Hussain, on January 20th to 24th went to Beijing, China, and asked for multiple relaxations which would benefit Bangladesh. Your China, in principle, has agreed to those. That is, they've just verbally told yes. Alright. Now, this is coming at a period of time when India's relationship with Bangladesh is very strained. India, Bangladesh, China. Take these three factors. India and Bangladesh have had long history between them. We all know that. So what happened? India had good relationship with the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Okay. At the same point of time, China also had a good relationship with Sheikh Hasina. Now, just 7 months before this, that is your Tawhid Hussain visiting China, just 7 months before, Sheikh Hasina also had visited China, where she was given a grand welcome. And they were also closely working with Sheikh Hasina. But again, after the ousting, only India took up Sheikh Hasina and not China. That's a different topic. But China also tried to forge good relationship with Bangladesh, especially Sheikh Hasina, wherein we have seen huge amount of financial aid was given to Bangladesh by China more than India. Now, your China is one country where it does not just align or meet with the Prime Minister or Prime Minister's party. The opposition party to your Sheikh Hasina, that is your Khalid Zia, when your President Xi Jinping, 2016, when he came to Dhaka, he even visited Zia, the opposition party to Sheikh Hasina. He even visited Sheikh Hasina. He also visited your JI. It is the largest Islam organization. They will also meet with military, non-military all sort of organizations they try to have. So China ka one interest is, I am not only going to have some sort of loyalty as to I will meet with them, I will meet with every actors, non-state actors, everyone who will benefit my investments. Where your China and Bangladesh are trying to have a good investment with respect to Belt Road Initiative. Now, when you take the same point of time with respect to India, there are multiple issues on which India and Bangladesh recently have developed more of a sour candy kind of relationship. What happened? See, first and foremost with Bangladesh. Bangladesh has an issue with India telling that, let's say almost 4,000 kilometers boundary is there between India and Bangladesh. Means by almost 2019, India had fenced its borders for almost 3,000 kilometers. Another 1,000 kilometer is more of a physical barrier in itself where they can't cross through. So these people are against that. And presently, right now, the situation in Bangladesh is it is more of anti-Indian and anti-Hindu sentiments are high on Bangladesh side. To which certain Indian hospitals have reciprocated by telling they will not treat these Bangladeshi patients because our own people are not treated well in your country. And one more thing with respect to your Bangladeshis with regard to your medical help. They need hospitals, medical aid, etc. is needed, right? That they used to try to get it from India. So because of this happening on one side where Indians are not treated, Hindus are not treated, your anti-Hindu, anti-Indian sentiments are high. So our hospitals won't treat these people also was there. Now, the health sector little bit got neglected. India took a back step. Now, when your foreign advisor Tawhid Hussein went to China, he asked them to do something about health situation in Bangladesh and Kunming city in China. For which China told, yes, okay, we will build 1,000-bed hospitals. The second India slipped or India tried to back off, immediately China came running in to fill that gap. Now, apart from India and China, if anyone else is there to offer your medical relief, etc., that was your United Nations, UNSAID, to be more specific. But with United States President Donald Trump coming into the picture, he has freezed the funding of all these organizations. Which means presently for Bangladesh, if the foreign funding has stopped, India ka funding or India is little bit slipping or backing away. This point of time, the only friend that they are seeing is this China guy. So China is trying to play a good brother kind of role now. Alongside this, China has even claimed that it is ready to cooperate with the interim government. It is ready to even work with the interim government. Alongside that, they are trying to build a dam on your Brahmaputra river. Your Brahmaputra river is an area of contention between your India, China, Bangladesh, where China wants to build a huge dam. And at the same point of time, it wants to secure its interests. And these people went asking for help from China, for which China is now actively trying to fulfill those roles, at least verbally. This is coming at a period of time when India is coming on the opposite side and Bangladesh on the opposite side. In between comes China is trying to play the middle hand card now. So this is the issue between your India, China, Bangladesh. We'll see what was the helps that your interim government is asking from your China. Look at this. They have asked for lowering of interest rates on preferential buyer credit as well as government concessional loans. Presently, it is at 2 to 3%. They are asking it to be lowered to 1%. They are also telling to waive off or completely remove the commitment fee. All these are the conditions that your Bangladesh is asking China to consider. Interim government, to be more specific, of Bangladesh. They are asking to extend the loan repayment period from 20 years. They have initially agreed for 20 years. Now they're telling extend it to 30 years. They have also asked for providing medical aid with bed facilities. Bangladesh interim government is asking Beijing, China. For which China has told it will build a hospital with 1,000 bed capacity in both Dhaka in Bangladesh as well as Kunming city in China. To all of this, your China, at least that's what your Bangladesh interim government is, has agreed in principle. That is, verbally they have agreed to us. So they are telling that there is a good relationship forged between India, that is your China and Bangladesh. Look at this. Multiple MOUs were signed. One is about your Yarlung Sangpo Brahmaputra Jamuna River, where they have exchanged the hydrological data, where your Bangladesh is concerned about the dam. Everyone knows about the dam building concept of your China. Bangladesh is concerned about that, and also they are trying to, your China is trying to secure its investment in the form of your Belt and Road initiatives. Sheikh Hasina, just 7 months before the interim government, that is before her hostel, when we visited China, had a very grand welcome. Even had 21 MOUs signed. And at the same period of time, China and Bangladesh elevated their status. Elevated their status from strategic partnership to comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. And by period of 2016 itself, China overtook India as the lead trading partner of Bangladesh. Now, like we discussed, one thing regarding your interim government, which is headed by your Muhammad Yunus. China has actively given out declarations stating that, especially with this, when they are agreeing in principle sort of stuffs, they've held that they have agreed to work with interim government. At the same point of time, they still try to maintain their quote unquote, it will not interfere with nations matters, with the nation's internal security matters, and China is telling that. But whereas with you see with respect to India, India has not taken any active stand on the interim government. One more area of contention, another issue between interim government and India is the extradition of Sheikh Hasina, where they want her extradited back so she can face for the war crimes. But India has not taken any stance on that, nor has India held any active stand on how they are going to cooperate with the interim government. This is the fencing, remember we spoke about. This is also one other area of issue between your Bangladesh and India, where India has fenced its borders. China also has developed defense cooperation with Bangladesh, where more than 80% of the stock of Bangladesh are made with China's weapons. The foreign minister of China, Wang Yi, in Unga has stated that China strictly maintains no interference or non interference in the internal matters of any country. So they have a good defense cooperation also. Another main thing, like we discussed, When your President Xi Jinping visited Dhaka in 2016, he visited Sheikh Hasina, he visited BNP chief Khaleda Zia, he also visited Jamaat-e-Islami. Now India has very reduced options where it put all its eggs in one basket. It backed Sheikh Hasina. Now that is gone in power. India has not taken a stance on the interim government led by your Muhammad Yunus, which is supported by your BNP. India will not associate with your Jamaat-e-Islami. So, in this manner, India's position feels somewhere weaker, and also, if you look at the population on both sides, are also having huge tensions. Like we said, with the US President Donald Trump coming into picture and freezing all the relief aid, etc., to all these organizations where Bangladesh used to receive 401 million. Now, the only source that they are looking for, the Bangladesh is looking for someone to fill in the gap is China. And especially when there is huge amount of issues between India, where it is more of a sour relationship between India and Bangladesh, China trying to fill that position is more of a disaster rather than of any advantage. We've reached the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.